Peace, family. What's really good is Coach YaNi, Rev YaNi, the Peace Prez, the Peace Pastor, and it's March 26, 2023, the year of our Lord. I am so grateful, y'all, to be alive, to be well, to be thriving. You know, I got a little health challenge coming up here and there, but overall, I'm blessed. I'm grateful. Last year, this time, was in the hospital, looking up, saying, God, will you let me get up out of here so I can continue doing my good work in the world? And well, here I am, family. So today, I just wanted to send love to any of my folks that are dealing with some health challenges, those folks living with chronic conditions of the body and the mind. I wanted to let you know that I see you, I love you, I care for you. And if you ever have any prayer requests, go on and send them to me, DM me, send me an email, send me a pigeon, whatever it is, page me, text me, beat me. I got you, family, and I'm here for you. We are united in the name of peace, in the name of love, in the name of equity, in the name of justice, and in the name of spirit. Welcome to the Peace People's Assembly. And as many of you know, this month is Women's History Month. Women's History Month, look, and there are some women in this world that have impacted me, that have loved me, that have seen me, that have nurtured me, that have inspired me, that have cared for me. I have my mama on this month. I have my dear friend Nadira on this month. I had Dr. Gabby on this month. And y'all, we have another special guest coming to us today. Our dear professor, our dear powerhouse, our dear presence in the world. And we're going to talk about some things. I just found out that she's actually another P word, and we're going to get into that P word in a second. So let's bring our dear Professor Natasha up into the stream. Greetings. Thank you for being here with the Peace People today on the Assembly. How are you?
I am good. Thank you, Coach YaNi Davis. I am so happy to be here. My greeting is to cover everybody I see. I am grateful to everyone who is here, and I greet you with Lottie Dottie and everybody. I'm glad to see you, everybody. I'm glad to be here.
I love it. And so tell us about you, who you are, your work in the world, how it's rolling out. I remember I got that message into my Facebook a couple months ago, might have been, or last year sometime. And I was like, what's this? What's going on over here? So please tell the people about you and your work in the world.
Thank you. Well, I am Natasha Robinson. I am the creator and curator of Legaleaze Please, which is a platform that is designed to decode, to demystify, and to deconstruct legal language. So it is making sure that the language and the policies and cases and procedures that tend to govern our society, that we understand what it means above board and below board. And so one of our themes is we build you up by breaking it down, it being the barriers of comprehension, it being the barriers of sharing, it being the barriers that the system tends to set out and set apart, because we are not made for these type of systems and processes. And so even though we are the subjects of them, we do not need to be objectified in how we are referred to and how we are addressed in the legal system, in the economic system and financial system, educational system. But my specialty is in the criminal legal system. I hail from the south suburbs of Chicago. Yes. I was born and raised. I have degrees from University of Iowa, University of Wisconsin Law School, and Chicago State in English law, and my Master's of Arts is in English. And as I tell my clients, or I have told my clients, don't let the suit fool you. I am still very much down for the cause, and I come into these different institutions because, as one of my best friends says, Dr. Kosowil is saying, I am an institution. And so my job is to make sure that our people not just survive, but they flourish and they thrive. And I do that by way of accessible, knowledgeable, and relatable and reliable legal
Ooh,
education.
I love it. Thank you. Thank you for your mission in the world, and for how the vision is being made plain. Another thing we have in common, those English degrees. So I have the English degree from Spelman, and then the MDiv, and then I'm getting the MPS. But that English degree, how has that impacted your life and your work? I mean, maybe that's a personal question.
No, that is fine. I was one of the students of Silas Parnell, who, if anyone has been living in Chicago, he is or was, he's an ancestor now. He was one of the leading, if not sole voices in making sure generations would get to college. And it was through him that I got to University of Iowa, which is an institution that is known for its English program. Wow. I chose English because in the event that I did not want to be a lawyer, I get to law school and I was like, you know what, this is my jam. English is a type of career and major where you could do practically anything. You can write, you can speak, you can act, you can analyze. And I felt that I could do all of those things, which also helped engage in looking at critical analysis, looking at both sides of an issue, being able to communicate that issue and to do it. And being a lawyer, I should say, or having been an attorney, I was just nothing but an advocate. And in order to effectively advocate, I had to know the language of the people as well as the language of the systems. And so my English major has allowed me to not only digest and to reiterate, but also to process and translate and interpret for those who may not have those same opportunities as mine.
Absolutely. Yeah, that English degree has come in handy, the speaking, the teaching, the writing, the copy editing, might be a little screenplay coming out of me or something in a little bit. So I do love that diversity of that degree, of that English degree. And then also having gone to Spelman, a liberal arts college, I kind of got a whole, wide array of knowledge so that I could then step out and do all the things I'm doing in the world.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And what I did not tell you is Spelman was actually on my short list of schools to attend. But I was not able to come up with the funds because I was coming from a household that just didn't have it. Had a whole bunch of girls, but not a lot of money. But it happened the way it was supposed to happen.
I get it. Look, I think I still got about $2,000 left on that. It's coming.
It is. We receive it.
Thank you, Lord. So you also mentioned to me, I did not know this, the other P language, preacher's kid.
I am.
Hi, preacher's kid.
I remember all these kids out there, y'all know around the way.
That's it. They used to have a PK conference back in the day that I used to love and go to. But anyway, can you share a little bit about that experience? What was that like?
Sure. Yeah. So it's still ongoing in a way, although I am not a kid, I still get all of the accoutrements, if you will, of being a PK. I'm the oldest of 3 girls, and we were born into it. I understand that there are PKs that are bequeathed it because their parents, they accept the call, later on in life. And then the life that they knew prior to being a PK, they now have been thrust in it. So I know there are those PKs. I was born and bred in it. And it came with its trials and its triumphs. Yeah. The triumphs being, I was always fed. Always getting a plate, always being first or the first in line, always being able to go to trips, always being able to stand behind different ministers and pastors' robes and ear hustle to hear what they were talking about and to see if what they proclaimed in the pulpit was different than what they actually talked about once they got amongst themselves. So I'm very fluent in preacher talk. Some of the trials were the expectations that because my dad did this, that I must also do this. Being called upon, always being the first to arrive and the last to leave. When you make mistakes, your mistakes are under a microscope. When you have choices that are not mistakes, but people perceive them as mistakes, then everybody got something to say. And it's like, I'm sorry, I didn't open this for a Google survey or anything like that. So just some of the things that I have lived through, and I have become my own person, even though I am a person who was collaborated on and with my dad and my mom.
I love it. Yeah. Thank you for sharing that. Those mistakes, that mistakes. Well, we just growing up, we're just trying to be like everybody else. And so I'm thankful for that bit to, maybe encourage any other PKs out there, any other, kids growing up in ministry. No, you gonna be all right. You gonna make it through.
You absolutely will. Yeah.
And you'll be able to establish your own identity, whatever that is. Absolutely.
Yes. You can't allow people to to place on you what their expectations are for themselves or what their deferred dreams are for themselves. You can love people and say, okay, I love you and I will love you standing right here. But as for the integrity and honesty of my truth, this is what I'm doing. And I mean, it's one of those things. When I was a first-time parent at 43, I was single, I was unmarried, and there were some people who felt tag you're it. They had something to say about it. And I'm like, I'm sorry. That's not what we're going to do here. Yay and amen. And you just got to live your life and live it abundantly. And abundantly means abundantly with options, abundantly with confidence, abundantly that those things that are going to come and beset you, you just set it to the side and know that we are going to go through it. We're going to survive. We're going to thrive. And whoever got something else to say about it, you can put it in the comment box.
Yep. And it's going to be deleted probably before I even look at it.
Yeah, it's going to be permanently filed. Is where it's going to the spam.
I love it. I've never said this, but I think, part of why I love, you and your daughter's relationship and connection is because my mama had me at 40. And so it created a certain dynamic for us, as we navigated and moved through the world. So to, now have a dad that's 82, mom is 76, 77, it's a certain level of wisdom, even that was imparted into me that, others maybe didn't have or didn't experience. And so always loving the engagement of you and your daughter, and that nurturing space that you all provide for one another. I guess one of my last questions is, what kind of world do you envision for your daughter as you think about all these emerging spaces and places, right? Safer places and spaces for our children. What kind of world do you envision for her?
I envision the type of world for her where she is celebrated because of the agency she retains in her life, the ability for her to be the center and not the margin. I envision a world for her where she is recognized as a deity, recognized as someone who is divine in their spirit and in their flesh. I see a world for her where the sky is not the limit. The sky is just the beginning. Where thriving and flourishing is the norm and it is not the exception. Where people like her are able to tap into their ancestral memory and their knowing and to get their power individually and collectively within community
Yep.
where they realize they have everything they already need within themselves and within each other. That's what I see for my daughter.
Feels like some closing arguments to me. Thank you. I appreciate you so much for being here with us today, for your words, for your wisdom, for your life, for your movement, for everything that you're up to. Thank you for being here with the Peace People. Let them know how to find you, how to connect with you. I know that my people need you and this valuable service and work in the world. Where can they find you?
I appreciate that. If you want to find me, you can come on my side of the internet. I'm on all the socials, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. You can go to Legaleaze Please, and that's ease with EAZE, because there needs to be an ease in how we're able to learn, retain, and share information. So you can find me there, and you can also email me at legaleazeplease@gmail.com. What you see on the screen, put those two words together, legalese and please, and you will find me.
Love it. Beautiful. Thank you again. And I'm here for you if you ever need me. I love you so much.
Thank you. I love you too. Thank you so much.
Blessings. All right, Peace People, you heard it here. We had Legaleaze Please live and in action. I'm so grateful for this work and how it's just impacting the nation, y'all. I've been watching literally on television, our dear sister showing up and showing out and giving the people the information that they need. Go follow her and access this vital, vital, vital resource in the world. Next up, we got our Song of Centering, followed by Say Word with our supernatural sermon, where I'm talking all about spiritual laws, y'all, all about spiritual laws today and keeping our minds right. I love you. I love you. I love you. Drop a comment, subscribe, get the notifications, run up the YouTube. Peace, family.
The way she prayed and swayed, inspiration from the floorboard stretching all the way up to heaven. She was the sweet sound of victory in a world that never quite made sense. Hope, peace, love, justice, flowing with Jesus and following Jesus, her closest friend. I remember the African garb she would wear, royalty, not just to me, but the entire community. I follow in her footsteps and recognize that I am indeed my God's mothers, aunties, sisters, grandmothers, and the greats. They were great. I am their dream come true. The fulfillment of a legacy that makes this little light of mine shine through. As a blues woman knew, I never can forget the way she prayed down the spirit from heaven. Holy Ghost power that even non-believers couldn't deny. Holy Ghost power that even non-believers couldn't deny. That tingle in your spine, that focus in your mind, that feeling that lets you know the spirit is ever present and alive. Amens from the choir in their burgundy and off-white robes. Brother such and such and so in the back with their wide eyes closed. Sister such and singing, somebody pray, somebody pray. Had me on their mind. Mother over in the front standing and clapping. The white of doves on her body and over her peppered hair. Some folks look like track stars, running laps because God had been just that good to them. Purple and red or whatever color cloths being placed over women passed out in the spirit, sealing the moment with another prayer by some auntie in the church I knew better than her husband. For some reason, the women trusted me with their hard truth, trusted me with the secret. That's how I learned so early. Be trustworthy. Be kind. Learn how to pray. Stay in your word. You are in it, but not of it. This world. No boys and no babies. Keep your word. Always carry your oil. Eat your greens. Wear your good shoes on Sunday. Listen to the word real good. Always follow your heart. You, my dear, are a work of art. That's how I made it to where I am today. We're preaching and teaching and treating people real good and stuff. Remember me. Do Lord, oh do Lord. It truly was the women. That is how I learned my worth. Who would I be without them? God's body manifested on earth. She is on earth. She is on Goddess. God.
Peace, family. Sending you so much love on this Saturday night, a soulful Saturday night. I just finished a deep healing ritual experience for the past couple hours, and it was really powerful healing time of ritual that I just experienced. And I wanted to sign on real quick, right? Real quick. I just wanted to let you all know, those of you that are on with me right now, peace, Regina, what's up? To those of you that will watch the replay, to those of you that will find this on YouTube, what's up, Reverend Sadie? I love you. I wanted to sign on really quick to let my people know that we still have time. I'm letting you know that you still have time. I know that there have been some desires on your heart. There are some things that you've been trying to manifest. There are some things that you have been trying to co-create within this realm and within this life, within this iteration, within this dimension. And I want to let you know that you still have time. Even as I think about this daylight savings, as I think about this system of time and these metrics that we've created to help us be in alignment and be on one accord and to get together in divine timing and correct timing and aligned timing, I want to let you know that you can breathe a little deeper, family, because you still have time. I know it might look like it's end times. What's up, my brother Mel? It might look like end times when we have wars and rumors of wars, where we have a plague literally killing our people and taking us out in large numbers. We have a purge going on. We have forces of darkness and light, shadow, and light that are taking place and happening simultaneously in this life. And we have some things happening where the world is warming up, Even in Revelation, it talks about the fire and the consuming of the fire. And in the word, it talks about how that God is never going to destroy the world again with water. And so it's scary even a little bit to think about how the world is warming up. We have our children that even can't experience life in the same ways that we did because of the situations and the circumstances coming up. But in the same way that time is falling back tonight, I want you all to fall back just a little bit and recognize that time is on your side. Recognize that God has not forgotten those desires that are in your heart, even though it feels like there's a wall that's blocking them, even though it feels like the door continues to shut in your face, even though it feels like you have been defeated year after year after year. I want to let you know, and I've said it before, that time is quickening up, that the desires of your heart are coming together. I want to let you know that you're meeting your soul family that you need so that that thing can manifest in this life. Look, y'all. I've been making music for 20 years now, and I'm like, God, what is it? What's going on and what's happening? Why aren't the people taken to my music, to my words, to my melodies, to my rhythms, the words and the messages that you placed in my heart? But I want to let you know, family, this is the season of heart to heart and mind to mind and spirit to spirit. It is not about the masses. It is not about celebrity culture. Only the things that you do for God will last. Only the things that you do for spirit will last. So if you want to think about a legacy, if you want to think about leaving some traditions, if you want to think about imparting some things in this life, you better start thinking about that one person that you can reach, that one heart that you can reach, that one soul that you can speak to so that they can live life more abundantly. Time is on our side, family. And if I take it a little deeper, time is imaginary. Time is fictional. Time is fallacious even. And so we've got to give ourselves a little more time to grow and cultivate and craft and lay the foundation. There might be some things that you're missing and you're not seeing that you need to do in order to get to your next level. There might be something that you're avoiding that you need to start dabbling in and diving deeper in order to get to that next place that God has for you. There might be some people that you need to forgive in this season in order to experience your breakthrough. For some of you, you probably need to bring on another team member to support you in the work that you're doing because you can't do it alone. No person is an island, right? It might be time to forgive yourself for whatever you did in the past. It might be time to forgive yourself for whatever you did in the past so that your time and your season can be upon you. Family, time is on your side. Time is on your side. God has not forgotten you. Hold on and be strong and know that all will be revealed very, very soon. We still have time, family. We still have time. I don't care what you've been through and what you've experienced. All right. Even the grief that you're going through in this season, it might feel so heavy. It might be weighing you down to no end, right? You might feel like you're at wit's end, your wit's end. But I want to let you know that you still have time. We serve a gracious God. We serve a merciful God. The universe actually is conspiring for all of our needs to be met in this season. All of our needs to be met. And guess what? Even our wants and our desires are coming close in this season, family. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Carve out the space and the capacity. The space and the capacity so that the abundance and the blessings can come pouring in. What is that thing that's keeping you to the brim? What is that thing that you need to release and let go of so that the Creator can pour more into you? It's time to let some things go. It's time to feel, to heal. For some of you, it's time to get into therapy. It's time to get into therapy so that you can help those thoughts, that just keep bouncing around, that are keeping you from thinking the thoughts that are aligned with God's thoughts. God's thoughts are higher than our thoughts, and God's ways are higher than our ways. Are you functioning and operating in a way that is in alignment with all that you're calling forth? Or are you staggering? Are you stutter stepping? Are you hesitating? Do you not know what you know that you know to be true? Are you still second guessing yourself and all that God has called you to? So in this season, family, know that time is on your side. You have not been forgotten about. You are not behind time. You are not a second late. You are not even a dollar short, family. You are not a single cent short. All is being revealed. All is coming to you. God is giving you all the desires of your beautiful and mysterious and wonderful and powerful heart and mind. It's time to do the soul work, family. It's time to do the soul work so that we can do the work that our souls must have. It's time to go deep. It's time to go below the surface. We've been in the shallow end of the pool for far too long. We've been wallowing in that 3 foot pool situation because we've been afraid to take a step deeper and go a little deeper in terms of our self-love, in terms of our self-compassion, in terms of how we open up our hearts to the world world and the people of the world. See, some of us, in terms of where we're going, we've got to get some people on board to take them with us. For some of us, we've got to get some people off board and let them know that the bandwagon's full. And as Drake said, you could try and run behind it. But right now, family, give thanks that time is on your side. We falling back tonight. So fall back in love with the process. Fall back in love with truth. And here it is. You know why time is on your side? Because there's still time for you to fall back in love with you. Be peace, no peace, live peace.